For the past several years, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has used a specific crash dummy to represent the smallest section of the adult women population in motor vehicle crash tests.
It is based on a similar design as its male counterpart, only scaled down according to the manufacturer's website. That disparity has not sat right with safety advocates, and now a handful of lawmakers are looking to encourage changes. News Center Maine's Caroline LaCour explains.
It was 5 years ago when Maria Weston Kuhn was driving home alongside her family after a Christmas vacation.
We were driving down a winding countryside road on a rainy day, and we went around a corner, and all of a sudden a head-on car cut that same corner.
After hitting the car, her brother and father walked away fine, but it was her and her mother who were left with severe injuries caused by a safety measure meant to protect them, a seatbelt. While most seatbelts work by stopping forward momentum by hitting your hip bones.
When I went forward, the seatbelt slid up off my hip bone and instead went against my stomach, and it pinned my intestines against my spine and actually ruptured them.
In fact, women on average are more likely to die or become injured in a car crash than men, according to the Government Accountability Office. And some experts believe that's because women's bodies aren't always in mind during crash tests.
You know, this isn't just a statistic. This is a loss of a family member.
That's why Congresswoman Chellie Pingree, alongside the Democratic Women's Caucus, are sending along a letter urging leaders at the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to update crash dummies that better reflect the average woman's anatomy.
And so it's very likely that some of the injuries are based on the car design not being adequate for where women get injured or how they get injured.
The letter asks administrators to use the Thor and World SID models of the 5th percentile female crash dummies for the new car assessment program, which evaluates car designs for performance and safety. Already, 52 other members of Congress have signed the letter.
I think for most of them, they were like, what? This is still an issue? I think we're in 2024, and I think we have the scientific data and information and the ability to do this.
Congresswoman Pingree says it was Kuhn who helped bring this issue to her attention. Now she's the founder of Drive Us Forward, a youth advocacy group pushing for the use of advanced female crash dummies and testing, especially in the driver's seat.
And use it equally as the men, because that's a really important part. So it doesn't make any sense to me that women, aren't protected in vehicles the way that we use them.
Advocating for women's safety behind the wheel. In Portland, Caroline LaCour, News Center, Maine.
Back in March, the administration said it is taking several steps to address sex-based disparities in motor vehicle crash outcomes in order to evaluate new safety standards.